So your home hasn't sold, and you're probably wondering, could it be one thing or could it be five?
Own your life.
So your home hasn't sold, and you're probably wondering, could it be one thing or could it be five? Today, I'll walk you through the most common reasons a listing sits stale in this 2025 market. And at the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to change. Stick around, because the last tip could save you tens of thousands of dollars. Let's start with the number one reason homes aren't selling right now: pricing. In this market, if you price even 3 to 5% above the most recent comparable sale, you're likely going to get zero offers and minimal to no showings. Buyers today, they're smart, they're cautious, they're interest rate sensitive. You need to price your home at slightly below the most recent comparable sale. Are you still pricing like it's spring of 2022? Well, your listing is going to sit and collect dust. No one likes dust. Next up, condition. Buyers decide in seconds whether your home feels right. You only get one chance to make a first impression: clean, declutter, and renovate if necessary. If you own a house or townhouse, start with curb appeal, pressure wash, tidy the yard, repair the fence, or peeling trim. Stage if needed, and remove anything that's too personal or religious. Your goal is to be neutral, inviting, and easy for people to imagine living in. If the buyer or buyers cannot visualize themselves living in your home, they're simply just going to move on to the next one. Now let's talk about location. You can't change your location, but you can price properly for it. If you're on a busy road, near power lines, a train, or in an area with high crime or visible homelessness, these are factors that buyers take very seriously. You can't market your way around it, but you can adjust price and highlight the positives. If you live downtown and there's a junkie shooting up at the front entrance of your building, you're gonna have to factor that into the asking price. Now, here's a big one: marketing. Did your realtor cut corners? Maybe you didn't compensate them enough. You know, the term "you get what you pay for" goes a long way when it comes to realtors. A well-marketed property, it gets more eyeballs on the listing, more showings, usually sells faster, and at a higher price. Here are some examples of good marketing versus bad or non-existent marketing altogether. Professional photography and editing versus a realtor using their cell phone and not even knowing how to use it in the first place. Pictures are the first thing a buyer sees online, so it's crucial that you capture their attention with beautiful photography immediately. Beautiful, large format color brochures versus a printed black and white MLS sheet of thin white paper. Imagine a buyer goes out and they look at 5 open houses. They come home and evaluate the listings. One property has this huge, gigantic, beautiful, full color brochure versus a bunch of printed black and white MLS sheets. Which property do you think is going to stand out? Floor plans versus nothing. There's not much more that pisses me off than a realtor who is too cheap to pay for floor plans. Yes, realtors, I'm calling you out. It's $150 to $200. You're getting paid thousands of dollars to sell someone's property, and your goal is to make it as convenient for the buyer to fall in love with the property as possible. Order third-party floor plans on every frickin' listing, period. 3D Matterport tours versus nothing. I find these 3D interactive tours have two major benefits. The first is it creates greater excitement for buyers already interested in your property. Second, it helps rule out uninterested buyers, which is more efficient for the seller's time. Drones versus no drones. Okay, granted, you can't fly drones everywhere and they are not cheap to operate depending on who you hire, but they're phenomenal, giving a bird's eye view of the property and also a tour of the neighborhood. Often realtors forget to sell the neighborhood and only focus on the property. Filming a professional video, preferably hosted, showcasing the property and neighborhood versus doing nothing. I get it. Some people are shy on camera. I used to be. But if you get past that, creating a unique hosted video tour of the property can be phenomenal for exposure. I've lost count of the amount of times buyers have told me they bought my listing because of the hosted video that I created. At minimum, create a nice video of the property and the neighborhood and just do a voiceover. Use AI if you have to. It's pretty good these days. Social media marketing versus not doing anything at all. This is another topic that really comes down to the realtor you select. How big is their following and their ability to share your listing with the world via social media? Sometimes real estate posts happen to go viral. I personally have over 20,000 friends, followers, whatever you want to call it, on my real estate platforms. So, just saying, something to keep in mind when you're checking out your realtor. Why would you want to miss that opportunity? Postcards or door knockers to let all the neighbors know that you're for sale rather than doing nothing at all. I get it. These are very expensive. But if you pay your realtor a fair price, compensation goes a long way, and they have a marketing budget, this could be a great way to sell your home. Very often, your neighbors know someone who wants to move into the area or is renting in the area or the building, and they would like to buy in the area. Professionally orchestrated open houses versus the lazy-ass version. Starting with the basics, put your realtor signs throughout the entire neighborhood. Helium balloons are fantastic for capturing attention. Once at the open house, greet all your guests. Give them a detailed tour of the entire property while focusing on the features of the neighborhood. Unfortunately, some lazy realtors will simply open the door, hand a black and white MLS sheet, and leave the buyer to learn about the property for themselves. Advanced listing marketing versus, I guess someone who doesn't really know how to use technology to sell a home. Did you know that an advanced realtor can literally have your listing show up on the homepage of CNN or Yahoo Finance and other various mega websites through ad retargeting? Retargeting ads brings already interested buyers back to your listing. Now, let's talk about your realtor. Maybe they're nice, maybe they're a friend, maybe they're a family member, but are they a skilled negotiator? Are you aware that the majority of issues that happen in real estate come from situations where someone hires a friend or family member? Do they know how to protect the equity in your home? How big is their social media following? Do they have a real marketing plan or budget? Have you compensated them well enough to even have a marketing budget at all? Discount agents can cost you a lot more than you think. Often they underpay the buyer's agents. Now, there's no exact standard here, but there is a unspoken minimum, a rough minimum that is paid. So when you don't pay the buyer's agent the rough minimum, that makes some agents avoid your property like the plague. A cheap commission often equals a cheap result. You get what you pay for. Furthermore, I won't get into it in too much detail, but I've seen a few times where someone selected a discount agent over a more experienced agent with a slightly higher price tag and underpriced the property substantially, meaning the seller lost a fortune because their equity was taken from this. I gotta watch what I say. I'm not gonna say it, but anyways, you get the point of what I'm saying. Is your listing stale? There's no set timeline, but in today's market, if your home's been on the market for over 60 days without strong activity, it's probably stale. Buyers will start to assume there's a problem. Even if it's perfectly fine, they'll wonder, what's wrong with the property? What's wrong with the area? Neighbors, etc. Stale listings get fewer showings and often low ball offers. The good news, most of this is fixable with the right realtor. The same agent that gets you top dollar on the sale should be the same one who helps you buy the next home at the best deal. That is strategy. That's how you win in this market. Would you like to know exactly why your home didn't sell, or how to list it properly next time? Or perhaps would you like to know how to do it right from the start? Shoot me a DM or an email. I'm pretty easy to find. Let's have a confidential chat. Even if your property is currently on the market, I can almost always figure out why it's not selling. And of course, I have to be respectful for the listing agent and very careful what I say, but I can guide you in the right way, so you'll have an understanding of, why your home is not selling. I'll walk you through your current situation, and I can show you how to turn things around. Don't let your listing sit stale. Don't leave money on the table. Keep in mind, if you wait too long and months go by and then you switch realtors, what happens if the market corrects itself and it's down 5 or 10%? That's gone. That money is gone. You're probably not getting it back. So like and share this video with someone who you think would appreciate it. Follow me for more real estate market advice, not media hype. For those watching, use this QR code to reach out to me at any time with your skill testing questions. I look forward to chatting with you soon. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.